Welcome to franchise mode. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right.
Like the clock is broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open, unwinding every moment. Like the clock is broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we
Your season starts now. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal gives high rewards, but does come with risk. Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the...
Kick your season off by starting your first game.
It's my way or the highway. We all just slave to lust, hard building, breaking trust. It's gonna get wild when we come out. Like, gonna get loud when the come out. That instant. Give up what your friends think. Tell they bougie. Go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap. Tell them break your neck. Go and bust a rhyme. Going down, pass it around. Hey. What with me now? We running well. Hey. Nobody can. We on the town. Hey. I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Down, pass it around, hey. What with me now? We running wild, hey. Nobody can.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the...
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wright's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. They'll set up a throw. They locates Walker, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 34 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted, admit that the little guy
can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
How about the defense now?
And to right, 28 yards. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
His stature isn't huge. He's not one of the big, strong-arm guys that you see coming into the league. But his touch, decision-making, ability to make plays, that's why Teddy Bridgewater has a chance to be a top quarterback in the league.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
It's an 8-yard pickup, so here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Over. Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding time. And he will have a touchdown. It's their quarterback making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titan defense getting set now, coming back onto the field. They simply really cannot be playing any better. They've got the shutout going. I don't know whatever these guys ate in this game, but they should do it every week.
Well, that's an alert for the chef then, isn't it? To make sure that's the menu for each and every game because they are following a blueprint that is working so well for them. And what they're doing is giving their own offense great opportunities to put points on the board. You can't ask for much more if you're a head coach watching your defense control the game.
Boy, they have controlled it for sure. And now he'll trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeNoris Searcy. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. Touchdown! Dorial Green-Beckham, 33 yards. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. And there they got him the ball. This is blocked. Now the Vikings have got it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
There's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, that's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. They start the drive with Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater trying for White, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And as a defender, if you go with 2... Two in the first quarter. That's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pick up there, 26 yards. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the 2nd level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off. Didn't have to knock anyone to the side. Didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Denoris Searcy.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A first-time Pro Bowler from a season ago, Anthony Barr. In there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here's the 9-year man Brett Kern on to punt the football away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Now, check. Patriot!
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their... Seconds, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So 2nd and 10 here.
No, check. Patriot!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's right. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sharif Floyd able to drop him for a loss of 4. Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. The setup to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Anthony Fasano from 3 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd down, Peterson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. That's a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big gainer there on the trick play. 41 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after this.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Avery Williamson. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Let's go.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So off is Bridgewater on the kicker, Blair Walsh, on 4th down. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt.
After all the preparation, all the practice.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case...
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Griffin. return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, but this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught here by DeMarco Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets in enemy territory. To throw now on first down. Looking for Green Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Laquan Treadwell with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans are on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The 10th-year linebacker, Chad Greenway, in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll look to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sharif Floyd in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. The split's coming, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays.
Here we go now. Blue lining. Blue lining.
Now on 3rd and long, nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So on 4th down. The Titans will turn it over to their punter since 2009, and that's Brett Kern.
Encroachment defense. Still 4th down.
So the Titans are forced to punt as Brett Kern is on to do the honors. And there's a flag on the field.
Offside defense.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to let this one. And now here is another interception. It's picked off by Bryce McCain. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
Let's go.
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. but you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On fourth down, they do snap under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Holding offense.
So they're operating in the red zone. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering where it's going to go.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Delaney Walker, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fall back. Throw it to them when all else fails? Not at all. This guy can make plays. And that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. We focus our attention on the Titans defense now. They've got a good thing going. Probably not too much set on the sideline other than let's just do more of the same.
I like the way that you coach. I mean, I think most guys love that. I mean, they really do. When things are going well, you don't need to say a whole lot. You don't have to talk about changes or different things that go along with that. Just keep playing to that level. Keep the intensity up. And that formula is working very well.
Yeah, you like my coaching?
I do.
Get on the bench, Davis.
I'll play for you anytime except for when you yell that. Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense has felt great about what they have going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high.
He's got time in the pocket.